Again, why does it feel so hard to breathe? Why does it feel so hard to breathe? So hard to breathe. Never found, but these voices bring me to my knees. Again, why do you waste your light on me? Again, feel the ground collapse on me.
And we are here for week 6 of RSC. Like, look, we're 6 weeks in. I think people have got 8 fixtures in. I think next week is the last week. So we're running out of time to watch us some RSC. So joining me today is the one and only Max Presser. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm good and yourself. Very excited for, I mean, as you mentioned, week 6. I can't believe it. Feels like it's going pretty fast now, but only, what, it's 2 weeks left. So I'm going to enjoy these matches while they last because we've got some good ones tonight.
Well, speaking of games tonight, we've got 3 ahead of us. We've got a Master, a Prospect, and a rival game coming at us. The later ones is Apex Tanuki versus AZG Nightwalkers, and just after that at 8:30 we've got DSQ Viola and Apex Okami. But coming up shortly to my recently appeared co-host Max Presso is AZG Silverback versus Brofessors. We're starting off with a master game, straight up off the bat.
Absolute banger, and I mean, who's not excited for this match? We always love to watch the Masters and see what they can do, but these are 2 really great teams. I mean, we were discussing a bit beforehand, Brofessors, they've been on the mend trying to turn that season around and get as many points. They're currently sitting in 5th, so still very possible for them to climb the ladder, but Silverback, also mentioning prior, is they haven't been on that much of a hot streak, so they'll be looking to have some redemption tonight.
I think, let's have a look here. Like you mentioned, Professors had a very rough start to the season, losing their first 3 on the trot, but they haven't posted a loss since, winning 3 times and only drawing once. Conversely, Silverback has lost their last 3 games in a row. So if they want to turn things around, they'll definitely have to do it soon. And I think both of them fighting for that top 6, finishing in the top 6, because remember, if you finish top 6 or higher, you get a shot at play-ins. It's only the top 2 who get sent automatically to play-offs. So I'm just hearing from our technical guys that we have a bit of an issue. So just bear with us quickly while we sort that out. Mac, why don't you take us through the team and see what we can expect?
So yeah, some heavy hitting names tonight. Obviously, Brofessors is the one that has really come to life as the season has gone on. Those trades really paying off for them because we've got some big names. We've got Shadow Hunter, Captain Happy Meal, Heatsy, and Andy as the sub. So those are, I'm sure, names a lot of people will recognize, names in the scene, having played RLCS. But I mean, still names to go on the side of Silverback. We've got Zyri Pi, Olympic, and a little fact about Olympic is his demos are absolutely outrageous at the moment. But we'll get to that later because, I mean, I'm sure we're going to see plenty of those tonight. And of course, Zany and Drew. Zany, a player definitely also on the comeback, showing lots of potential in RLCS this season. And I mean, RLCS season, well, not season, but the second split is coming up. So, going to be interesting to see what kind of extra preparation these guys have been doing, not just for RSC, but for RLCS too.
Well, there we have it. I think everybody is in. So very shortly, we are going to get this game finally underway. Apologies for the delay. And let's get us into some Rocket League. It is AZG Silverback versus Professors. So, here we go.
Yeah, finally jumping into this match, and oh, I'm excited for this one. I love always seeing the different titles on display. We've got a Season 13 SSL tournament winner and a Season 14 Grand Champ. These guys are the big dogs of the region, and I'm expecting some big plays tonight, Bromeo.
I mean, look, we're looking at a stacked roster here by both teams. Happy Meal banging one straight over the top, but ooh, almost there. And Bro showing their intent straight off the bat, plays it across, but cleared by Olympic. Some bumps and yes, all over the place right now. Now with Zany trying to get back just in time. But I think what's worth mentioning is that Olympic leads the league currently with demos at over 100 demos. And I think 50 of those were in like one series alone. So if we know what to expect, it's definitely that.
No, this guy's an absolute menace. I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled because it's not just the demos. Obviously, 100 plus demos is pretty nice for your team and opens up a lot of spaces. There's one already coming out, and it's opened up a little bit, allows a shot early. But it's space that a demo opens up. But it's also the presence of Olympic. He's that player that as soon as you see him going up the pitch, you know he's coming straight for your car. So it's a bit of fear, a bit of anxiety that comes through you as you see that name barreling down the field. But here's Zany barreling down the field, trying a shot, but Happy Meal, great interception, and Shadow with a demo of his own. So Professors is surviving a bit of it now, but their early pressure, if it was anything to go by, there's sure to be a couple goals in this match, and definitely a couple of demos. Heatsy and opening it up, and that is a lovely, lovely play.
Happy Meal absolutely zinging it in. Great pass by Shadow straight across the face of the goal, and Happy Meal puts it bottom left. What a finish and a fantastic start for Professors. Now, that is a lot of early pressure that they've been applying, mostly to the post, but you only need one to go in, and I'm sure Professors is glad that it was one of theirs. So Shadow taking it off the ceiling. Very, very interesting style of play, but playing it across, nobody there. Zany with the first demo of the game. And now, Schlubbles taking it across the ceiling. I actually need to find out who Schlubbles is. I'll check the roster there quickly.
Yeah, not quite sure who Schlubbles is, but still playing decently. And yeah, it's been a pretty even game so far. Professor's coming out with nice early pressure, and continuously applying it has really paid off, getting that nice first goal. Obviously very important in a series like this, getting that first game on the board. As Professors, they are in a very comfortable position. They are only 1 point away from going 2 positions up, I believe. So they're definitely going to want to get as many games on the board tonight. Maybe looking for that 3-1 or 4-0 would be ideal, but they're going to have a mission against them as Silverbacks are holding on well. But as I say that, Happy Meal is going to get it in the back of the net for a second time after continuous pressure. Heatsy around 1, gets it out to the middle. Zany's backwards on the back wall. And that's just fantastic play coming up from Professors again, really showing what a formidable force they've become in this Week 6.
100% there, Maxpresso. Now, the very, very early display. It's halfway through the game. 2 goals for Professors. Happy Meal absolutely cooking. Take 2 to save, and Zany gets a clear off the line. Now Zany playing it up against the backboard, but Heatsy's there to save. And now playing it straight back to Shadow, who's going to try and get a side. And he does, but unfortunately didn't have the accuracy. That could have been intense. Shadow playing it up, but the only person to receive is Zany. And wow, open goal, but Olympic is there to catch. Now it's looking a little bit end to end at the moment as defenses are pretty good. As I say that, an almost AZG shot, but Happy Meal playing it beats Olympic with no boost, bumps Schlubbles in the corner, and now it is still fiercely contested in the midfield, and I feel like for this game to break open, they need to break down these rotations because they're pretty solid at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of what we expect from this level, isn't it? I mean, I was going to say, watching that Shadow sort of sidewall double earlier, sure, it wasn't the most scary and it could have had a bit more speed and accuracy, but it's just the kind of stuff that these guys are capable of and the kind of shots that they hit more often than not, as Shadow passing it to himself off of the ceiling rather, getting it to a teammate, but not quite working out that time. But still, so much creativity coming out from everyone on the pitch right now. But Silverback are lacking a bit of that creativity as it's going down the other end yet again at 3-0. Silverback, I think my biggest complaint so far has been I'm remembering more of the Professor's demos than theirs. And especially with Olympic on the field, I think he's already gotten 2 demos, but I just want to see maybe a bit more demos coming out. But at the moment, Professors are looking very, very comfortable in this early game.
I think conversely, AZG are being let down by their aggression. They're often being found out of place, but like that almost happened. Bro almost being out of place. Shadow making the desperate save, contested. Happy Meal passing down to Heatsy. But Schlubbles on the attack. Zany couldn't get there. Olympic plays it up, going for the double. But fantastic defense there. Couldn't quite break the Bro defense. Now, Schlubbles, by the way, is either Zaripai or Drew. So I would, I would take a guess that it's Zaripai as the highest rated player, but could also be Drew.
All right, well, whichever it may be, Schlubbles and the gang have unfortunately run out of time here in this first game. A 3-0 for Professors coming out the gates, and I mean, they really came out swinging. That early pressure was intense, but there might be a consolation goal, not quite. And unfortunately, that is going to be not only a 3 goals to Professors, but a complete shutout. So Silverback, lots of work to do, but still, like you were alluding to, decent rotations, and they're looking pretty solid. Struggling for those team players at times, but that's credit to Professors. They're being very aggressive at the moment, shutting down things as fast as possible. And I thought I was going to be constantly saying Silverbacks with another demo, but Professors with a couple good demos. There was that one by Heatsy, I think, for their second goal, and it was just lovely. Oh no, it was the first play because it was the lovely interplay between Shadow and Happy for the goal. So yeah, Professors really firing on all cylinders right now. Silverbacks, they still are very much in this though. 4 matches will be played regardless of the result of the next 2. So still points up for grabs for both of these guys, but Professors, they've got a nice point to their names.
So we were speaking in the beginning about all those demos going AZG's way, but Heatsy coming out with 4 in that last game, and with Happy Meal picking up the well-deserved MVP. So I'm sure that Bro are going to be happy with their start, but now it is on the team AZG to come back, and let's see how they go as we go into game 2 of this 4-round series. It is all for AZG to come back now. Bro are comfortable right now, and with a very, very firm beginning, Happy Meal goes into the air, plays it across to Heatsy. Heatsy couldn't get the shot off though, but Shadow playing it up in the backboard, and Happy Meal gets a very well-crafted goal because each shot beat one defender, and they just kept shooting up against the backboard until there was no one left in goal. So now 12 seconds on the clock, and Bro in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, you said one defender, but unfortunately, I think it was 2 occasions where 2 of the players went, so Silverback's just not quite on the same page in the opening stages, and Professor, they were just so fast to jump on those mistakes. I mean, after the kickoff, I think there was a double commit between Olympic and Zany, and then yet again on the back wall there, we saw how Happy hit it off of the post, and we watched both defenders unfortunately flinging themselves at it, trying for the best, thinking Happy Meal, he's just going to shoot it directly on net. And it's goal 1 to Professors. Another demo coming up, but Zyra is going to get it. And that's a goal for Silverback, actually. Goes down the other way off of 1 successful demo. And perfect play. They had 2 players forward, but Zany going fast enough, recognizing the space. Olympic not going to steal that one, but happy with the goal for his team. And just like that, Silverback shut out in the previous game, but they've got one now.
I saw Heatsy was hanging forward. Maybe the confidence of Bro might turn out to be their downfall because there was nobody back in that last goal. But early pressure abated by AZG. Zany plays the shot up against the backboard, but nobody there. And now Olympic trying to create something, but Heatsy is up. Contested by Zyro, but the ball is cleared now. Zany all by himself. He's going to attempt some aerial trickery, but Shadow gets a very decent clear. Now, this game, it's always very difficult at high level play because it can change at any moment and tactics can change all the time. It just depends on mood. And as we say that, Zany gets his second goal of the game. And I want to see how this is crafted because Zyro just popping it straight up, and Happy Meal didn't notice Zany sitting on his shoulder waiting for that ball. And look, AZG 2, Brofessors only 1.
Yeah, and it's like you mentioned, and I've definitely saw it in that previous players. Professors are willing to send all 3 players forward, and that's how they're getting away with these lovely interplays and these nice passes to each other. That's a nice attempt from Happy to Shadow again, but it just doesn't come off if the Silverback team are just watching for it. I mean, they've picked out the right players at the right time. They've gone for the right counters as soon as all the players are forward, and it's happened again. 3-1, they're just not respecting anything Bro are trying to slow it down or speed it up. They're finally giving them a taste of their own medicine. Heatsy, he had way much more time than that, not even getting a 50 on it, it's just rolling straight in the back of the net. And this is a fantastic reply. I mean, Silverback, they had some good demos early in this match, and that's exactly what I was hoping to see, but those weren't really the reasons for the goals so far. They've worked very well, and they're showing a lot better interplay, so well done Silverbacks for making such a fast adjustment between this and that game 1. And they're looking a lot better, but it's Brofessor with some pressure right now. But it might be no goal, still pushing. That's a nice clear by Zyro.
It is, ooh, what a shot. Heatsy, if he gets it,
wow.
yes, he does. What a play.
Wow.
Now, that pass from Shadow was immaculate, playing it straight down center. Heatsy just had to get a touch, and it's all he needed for a fantastic 148 kilometer an hour shot.
Ridiculous.
Now, if that's a response, I've seen it.
Yeah, no, an absolutely banger goal to go in. I mean, fast as you like. Heatsy paying off for lurking up that time on Professors not getting caught out, and instead playing it well, but they have to be careful now. Still work to do with 1 goal to get back, but still half the game. And this is kind of what I was expecting for game 1, a bit more even, a bit of goals back and forth, exchanging demos and plays, but it still feels like Professors with a good amount of pressure. They like to get their players forward, but it's nice by Silverbacks now. They're slowing it down, they're getting their players forward, they're getting these challenges earlier. That was a nice attempt by Zyro, but not quite, and now is back and forth at the moment, but still Professors trying to work towards that 1 goal just to even out the series or this match for now, as Shadow with a good attempt leaves it, and Heatsy is there. Professors, it felt like in a flash, they're back in the game.
And just like that, off the backboard, Shadow just putting it there, but Heatsy playing it underneath the defender to equalize, and now Bro are back in the game. But what I wanted to say is that Olympic must have been listening, because I've seen some pretty good demolitions from him, applying a lot of pressure to Bro, and this is the kind of game we want to see. It has tightened up quite a lot. We're seeing quality from both sides, and we've seen a decent comeback from Bro, and now trying to get it over Olympic. Happy Meal plays across the back, tries to get it in again, and he does. These shots are immaculate and fantastic play there by Happy Meal, playing it up against the backboard, and simple as that, gets it in.
Yeah, great play by Professors, and one thing I'm starting to notice now is Heatsy. He is lurking forward so often for the Professors team, and it's not just for those insane redirects. I mean, 148 is probably the fastest goal we might see in this series, but he also lurks up. I mean, off of that play, gets a fantastic 50 that also I think went about 140, and instead of immediately going back to the ball, he goes for the player, gets him off the play, and steals their boost. So fantastic play coming out from Heatsy. This Professors team feels like they're really playing for each other now, and they've done a fantastic comeback. The Silverbacks were looking very much in control, but now another spanner in the works, a minute left, and Brofessors are 1 goal up after being a couple down. That could have been another one, but Olympic keeps them in it, but still Brofessors surging forward with so much pressure.
Happy Meal definitely in some great form at the moment. Shadow goes in for the 50. Heatsy with the demo, returning aggression with some, and Zany with the challenge, but it might have worked against them. Oh, drama on the AZG line as they attempt to get it cleared. Zyro up in the air, beats Heatsy, but he just gets a touch. The 0 boost touch might have saved the equalizer, but Olympic playing it straight into the middle, and Shadow there to collect. Now Zany gonna try and bang it in, but Happy Meal is there. Shadow, 12 seconds to go. This is anyone starts for an equalizer. Zany last attempt at it. Now Zyro playing it up, trying to keep this ball from touching the ground, and an unfortunate miss by Olympic means that Professors take out game 2 and have secured the draw.
Yeah, well on Professors there, and that one they really had to work for it. They had to show a lot of their character in coming back. I think it was 3-1 at one point. I'm not sure if it was a 3-0 at any point of that match, but Silverpack, they were looking really good in that, and then it's sort of they went back to defending more and trying to just deal with the Professor offense. And I mean, Professors, it felt like almost every touch, whether it was on attack or defense, was to a teammate or intended for a teammate. And they're doing such a good job of playing to not only find each other, but give each other that space. As Heatsy, I've been complimenting him, and that's because of his physicality so far. He's done a very good job of coming up against this team in Olympic with 120 demos, I think. He's probably above that now. And Zany, who's also up there in demos. I mean, these guys are absolute demolition demons, so Professors well on them for getting them back with their own medicine. But yeah, that match was as close as you like, and Silverback, they're going to be kicking themselves about that one, because now they have a lot of work to do just to tie up this series, but those 2 points could be crucial. So let's see if they have what it takes to go out there and get them.
Well, we see now it is time for game 3. Olympic with a very good kickoff. Zany is going to get a nice attempt at it, but Happy Meal, calm as a cucumber, manages to pull the save off, and now he's going to return with a little bit of his own, but sadly, no boost. But Heatsy tries to get it across. Desperate defense by AZG ensures that the goals are not coming in, but Olympic still with the pressure, playing it through to the corner. But they're not done yet. Zany gonna take a crack.
Oh!
Ooh! Almost there. Zany playing it across. Zyro not turning in time. Heatsy might get a runaway goal here, but Olympic is back.
Yeah, very good play by Silverbacks early on there. They're not giving Professors an inch, and that's exactly what we want to see. They were going for those challenges in that Professor's own corner, willing to send 2 people and getting so close with that lovely interplay. I thought Olympic was about to put it top bins, but not quite, as Heatsy lurking up, gets the double, hits the top bar, and another save coming up by Zany. They are holding on just about. Another bouncer. Unfortunately, Happy Meal not getting that one quite on target. The Professors with a very close attempt there, trying to just get it under our noses when it looked like it was finally Silverback's turn. But this game is feeling very intense now. Silverback, they do not want to lose this one. Otherwise, it is a loss for them overall. So they have it all to play for. Happy Meal with a bit of a whiff there. A chance for the Silverbacks to go forward. Nice interception by Zyro, but no one following it that time. But low boost on the Professors. This is still a chance, but they need to work it well.
Oh,
it's
as
just
it goes
gone wide.
It just hit the post there, and that's possibly the best shot that AZG have had all game. But Olympic playing it across, hits the post again.
Oh, so close.
And this is about as dramatic as you could expect it to be. Bro has been shooting from all over the park. AZG is trying to return in kind. Olympic playing off a nice pass from Zany, and unfortunately, not much to come from that. But Happy Meal running out of boost, deciding to go low. And Shadow playing it up. Heatsy intercepted by Olympic, but Happy Meal still maintaining possession. Now, Zany's the only person back. Both of the other AZG team, Olympic and Zyro, are playing very, very aggressively. Most of this battle is happening in midfield, but plays up to Shadow. Now Zany playing it straight back to Shadow. It's like they're playing table tennis. Heaty with an open net, hits the post.
No.
Oh my gosh.
And that is very unfortunate. I thought that was such nice play coming up from the Professors, and Heatsy, I think, just not taking his time on that shot, realizing it was completely open for the most part. But he still has a chance here, taking it the way, and you felt like that one should have come a bit earlier, but Heatsy will be giving a big sigh of release, not leaving, getting a nice pre-flip actually to take it away from Zany, and just no one back. Silverback were ready to go forward with that play, but I mean, I've said it once and I'll say it again, Heatsy is just staying forward and being so annoying, but so good for his team. So, well on him. Early lead, or not early lead, we've already had half of the game here. I don't know where the game's gone, but it's still very intense as both of these teams really, really pushing. And you can't help but feel how tense it is, Romeo, as neither of these guys, or neither of these teams want to make that crucial mistake, with only one goal really still separating them, so plenty on the line.
That was an absolute smash and grab from Heatsy. Now, ooh, that was a pancake if I ever saw one. Heatsy trying to take control of quite a difficult ball there, but Olympic plays off to Zyro, but intercepted by Happy Meal. Happy Meal's going to take it into the corner, forces the 50 with Olympic. A bit of a messy ball, but Olympic now with a chance to clear, tries to get the pass off to Zyro. Now Zyro using up a lot of boost to get to that ball, so let's hope Heatsy takes it up, plays it across, no boost, has to play it down, beats Zyro, but this is so fast-paced, it's so aggressive. People are making these shots, just one to beat. Happy Meal plays it across, not quite getting it goalwards, but Zyro with some desperate defense, trying to keep the distance short. Now Heatsy going for an aggressive play, but Happy Meal is the last one back. And now it's turning into a bit of an expansive game, but with less than a minute remaining, they are going to go hammer and tongs, AZG, to try and level this one to possibly take it into overtime.
Yeah, still time to do it. Only one goal, so it is very doable, but they mustn't concede here, and that is heartbreak for the Silverbacks, as Happy Meal 103 gets a nice little pre-flip, then just goes straight for the aerial, no hesitation. And I mean, you alluded to it just now, is the tempo of this match specifically, this third game, has felt really, really fast and really, really intense. We've seen a couple uncharacteristic whiffs coming out from different players because they're just trying to keep up this ridiculous tempo. But it's Brofessors who look to have done the better of it. They've had some nice moments just slowing it down, changing the tempo, and really dictating the play for themselves at the moment. But 2 goals, 15 seconds, it's looking difficult, but this should be one. And now, Romeo, it's 14 seconds, kickoff, and Silverback could just be straight back in it after all the work that Professors have done. So this is going to be a very intense 14 seconds.
Very intense indeed. Bro wanting to hold on for the win and the series win, but Olympic now with Destiny in his hands tries to get it cleared. He's going to stay upfield, try and get the boom, and now Zyro just got to catch it, take it up, and if it switches position now, Olympic up there.
Oh no!
Wow, almost there, but Professor's not taking any chances. Shut down that play. It was a double commit, but it was an effective double commit, and that closes out the series for a Professor's win. But it is not done yet. Happy Meal claiming his second MVP of the game, of the series. And Olympic adding to his already impressive demo stats. Now, I really enjoyed the pace of that last game. And now with everything to play for, they can still play for the draw. Is this?
Yes? No, it's a 3-0 at the moment. So Professors have
3-0. Yes, that's I was about to say I haven't seen AZG win one yet, but you never know. I could have missed it. It was exciting, but now AZG, every point is important in RSC. So you're going to need to see a lot of aggression for AZG to come back in this final game. And that's what I expect to see. But Mac, what are your takes?
Oh, I kind of want to agree with you. I think they might as well throw care to the wind and just really send it. And you and I were both saying we enjoyed the tempo of that last game, and that's just because it felt like Silverback were really playing to just go for that win. And they were so close, 1 goal difference that time. And it really felt like they could have done it in the final moments. It just was a bit too late on that comeback, because it was Professors who had that 2-goal advantage. But now, yeah, I really hope they just send it, as they can still get that point, as the points are all important. I mean, sure, you didn't win the series, but that 1 point could come back to really help your season. That 1 point is the difference, or was the difference, between Professors and a higher position than 5th. They could be in 3rd with this fantastic result, depending on the next fixtures. So Professor's going to be feeling good on this one, so maybe they might have a similar attitude of just send it, get this last one so you can get the 4. And they've been doing very well. Happy Meal trying to make it that 1. And good back and forth at the moment, but Professor's still looking the scarier of the two teams.
Definitely Shadow trying to beat 1. Very little boost there. He was being pretty ambitious, but Professor's playing with all the confidence of a team that has won. Now, Olympic, last man back, a little bit under pressure. Just needs to get the shot off, cannot, but this might be a runaway goal for AZG if they manage to get it through. But very, very fast getting back there for the Professors. In a blink of an eye, all 3 of them were behind the ball, and Olympic getting another demo to pad out his already impressive stats. And I think I had a look, because I think I'm in 2nd, and I think he's got more than double the amount of demos overall than anybody else in the league.
That is ridiculous.
This is turning into a demo fest as I say that, with Shadow claiming 1 of his own. Now, this is breaking down into a bit of a slugfest, because AZG want this win, and they don't care how they have to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you can't help but feel Olympic has to be that guy for his team captain. And oh, that is so unfortunate. As I say it, a whiff coming out there from Olympic, and this is going to give Professors the first goal. Heaty just putting it on net, and yeah, I think Olympic just ran out of boost, not really getting the proper trajectory to hit that ball out, and that's a very unfortunate goal to give away. But I mean, still plenty of time here. That one does suck a bit, but I'm sure they can come back. Olympic, as I was talking about him, complimenting him and his demos at the moment, and definitely in this series, especially since it's already that 3-0, you might as well go stat pad a little bit, try and get as many more demos as possible, because I mean, double the next person is ridiculous, and he is doing it at the master tier. He is demoing the pro players of our country, the future of our country in this game, and he is looking good while doing it. So 2 minutes 30 here, still plenty of time for Silverback to try and get that 1 point on the board for Professors. They've been so good up until this point, and I'm sure they will not want to give an inch.
Not an inch will be given. Now, half the game gone and only 1 goal so far, and that's just a testament to how close these teams actually are. But Professors just showing that in the crucial moments they can put one in the back of the net, and this might be one of them. But Olympic possibly getting it to the side. Zyro playing it to the ceiling, but Shadow is there to take. Happy Meal launching himself towards that ball, playing it into the corner. Now, if they could just beat, Zyro's got an open net, but the shot goes wide. That's very unfortunate. That could have been the equalizer, but now the pressure is not done yet. Ollie trying to catch, but under attack from Happy Meal. He's going to see if he can pass this down. Heaty off the ceiling, almost getting it there, but Zany is there to make the desperate defense. Heaty putting the pressure in. Now Shadow just needs to play it in, but Zany back again. You feel like something has to give at this point, and it might be Professors, but another shot wide.
And this is so unfortunate for Silverback right now, and I'm really feeling the pressure of this series. I'm feeling how intense it is, as I'm really hoping Silverback can get that goal. They've had 2 close as you like attempts, but both of them just going wide. Olympic having a chance at the end there, but still a minute to go, very doable. 1 goal in it, and Professors, they've done what they've done this entire series, really trying to put a foot on the gas, following up every single touch they can, and they've been so good at it. I mean, Bromeo, I don't know about you, but it felt like 2 minutes there where it was just a Silverback player getting the ball, trying to do something with it, and immediately met by a Professors player, and it just seems to be the same even in the defensive end with no boost. Shadow is playing this so well, just trying to buy time, but this is a perfect chance. Olympic 50's low, but still not in for Silverback. 30 seconds to go, and time is dwindling.
Oh, with a runaway possibly,
Oh, no.
Happy Meal grabs the heartbreaking second goal and surely seals this for Professors. But here's the telling stat. Only 2 shots on goal for Silverback that entire game. The entire game has been played in AZG's half. It has been ridiculous, the amount of pressure that Professors, Happy Meal, Shadow, and Heatsy have played. And now, such consistent pressure. Shadow playing it across, wanting to put the nail in the coffin in style. Heatsy playing it up for Happy Meal, getting the demo. You feel like something has to give here, but it might be very, very close. But it looks like Happy Meal is going to keep it going. They're not going to let it touch the floor in style. Now, Zara playing it up, but unfortunately touching the floor. And this means a 4-0 sweep for Professors. Now, if we have a look at these stats, Happy Meal claiming his 3rd MVP. And I've got to say, he played brilliantly. Those passing plays throughout the entire game were fantastic. You saw a very, very good side here from Professors with the individual plays, the passing plays all round. They were just really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Professors. It sort of felt like Shadow and Happy Meal had this psychic link the entire series of just where each other's cars were, just getting such fantastic touches. I mean, that final goal from Happy Meal, getting, I think, a wave dash pretty much from the wall, but getting it close enough to the ball to just launch it perfectly below the bar and breaking Silverback hearts. And speaking of, unfortunately, that is going to end in a 4-0 Professors. I mean, credit to them though, they looked fantastic.
Happy Meal coming out deserved series MVP with a cumulative total of 1,700 points, 18 shots, 6 goals. He has been brilliant. Usually you see him leading from the back, but today you see him leading from the front. Now, there is still so much Rocket League to come here today. Coming up shortly, we have got our next game. It is a prospect game. And let me remind you, it is Apex Tanuki versus AZG Nightwalkers. We've been falling slightly behind on schedule, so don't go anywhere. We will be back very shortly for the next game.
Smoke is curling to the sky. You can't believe your senses. You think you've seen it all until you open your eyes. I never wanna be world we used to know is burning down. We're always strong enough to build our own. We've been running for ages to search some light. I want you, I know we both escape to lose the ground. We've been running for ages to search some light. We can feel every day after running for nights. We feel so when ashes dropping down to build our world.
And we are back with a quick little break there, and it seems the teams are already ready to go on the field, so we shouldn't hold you long. But tonight we are seeing our first prospect game. It is AZG Nightwalkers versus Apex Tanuki. Now, both are looking very different currently. Tanuki in 7th position, trying to maintain a little bit of an ascendancy to sneak in through the play-ins, whereas Nightwalkers, having won the last 5 games on the trot, are looking to snatch one of those top 2 positions, Mac.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be an exciting matchup. Obviously, one team incredibly hot, but another team that is trying to work their way back up there. 7th position still, it's low down there, but it's still the ability to keep climbing back up as points are still very close. And I mean, sure, I think Tanuki are going to have a very difficult match tonight, as Nightwalkers, as you've mentioned prior, are looking incredible. So, yeah, I can't wait to really see. I'm thinking Nightwalkers are going to win this quite comfortably, but Tanuki, I think it's on them to try and get as many points as possible, maybe sneak the game win, especially early. And they really have the players to do it. We've got some really cool names here tonight. We've got Ark, Yash, and Misty Dragon of Tanuki. And nice Panda, Pepito, Silver, and Great Flace. I've played against him a couple times, and I still wonder how to say it properly, but we'll call him that for now.
That's probably why it's a great place. And look. These teams are, very, very, very different. You've got a very technically ascendant Ark in the Apex Tanuki side. He's very mechanical and supported by 2 very, very solid teammates, whereas AZG's very all-round. But this might be very, very important to note. Nightwalkers lead the goal scoring with 93 goals in the 7 series they've played so far. That is immense. So I think what's important to note here is that of those 93 goals scored, Nice Panda has scored 43 of them. So he's scored almost half of his team's goals. That is how involved he is. So if you're looking out for a player tonight, look, it's a team sport. Everyone plays their part, but Nice Panda has been playing some brilliant Rocket League of late. He's also on the leaderboard for most assists with 19. He's in 3rd. He also is in the top 3 for most clean sheets. And top 10 for the most demos, sitting in number 5 with 27. So he is a very, very dominant player in this year's Prospect RSC. But it is one of those things where, anybody can take it on any day, but I think he's definitely a player to look out for.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch what most of these guys can do, as just having a little bit of a delay here, trying to get into the lobby, just trying to figure everything out. So bear with us. So you might waffle on a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm excited to see how these guys do. And as you mentioned, we have some guys that can pull out some insane stats. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to take advantage of that, try and get as many goals, assists, and demos today. As I'm just eager to get into this match. So I hope we can get underway very soon. But just sort of a prediction. I'll go first. I think Nightwalkers will win this. I don't think it'll be a sweep though. As you mentioned, especially in the Prospect division, anything can really happen. I mean, it really depends how the team is gelling on the day. And match week 6 now, to be fair. So a lot of these teams are gonna, I think, show some really cool moves. And I hope a lot of these players impress people out there. So I'm just very excited to see what happens. But I'm gonna say Nightwalkers 3. And Tanuki, I'll give the 1.
Look, I hate panel sweeps, but with the way Nightwalkers have been playing, I do not see any other result than a sweep from Nightwalkers. They swept my team last week, very deserved so. We're not a very great team, but we were in 3rd, now they're in 3rd, and that says something. So I am expecting Nightwalkers to come out blazing, but I don't expect Tanuki to take this lying down. So we are almost getting ready for kickoff. We see the players joining their teams. Now is the time for some Rocket League. Maxpresso, take us away.
Oh, and here we go, finally getting kickstarted. A little bit of delay, but we are running back on schedule. And I mean, we're going from one end to another, Romeo. We've gone from the Master Division, and now we're here in the Prospect Division. So I'm not expecting as crazy, and my expectations won't be as high. But some of these guys I know are capable of pulling off some insane plays nonetheless. They do not let the fact they are Prospect teams stop them. Especially this Nightwalkers team, who are starting off quite nicely, getting some good offense going. Very reminiscent of our first series of the day. It was Brofessors that just absolutely controlled all things offense. So I'm hoping to not see as one-sided of a series this time.
Well, some early pressure applied by ACG, but Apex surviving the onslaught. Now, Masala Mix also going by Yash, plays against the backboard, but unfortunately, no Apex player to take advantage. Now, Silver playing it across, but Arc easily back to collect that. He's going to take it off the ceiling, like a Prospect does, and plays it across field. It's a little bit disjointed right now, but both teams not taking any chances. They're taking their back post rotations very, very seriously. Now, Misty Dragon playing it off into the corner, but Nice Panda plays off to Pepito. What a shot. Very, very well redirected by Pepito to give AZG the opening lead.
And speaking of that sort of unpredictable essence of these prospects, what an insane infield pass and an even better redirect. Just catching Tanuki completely off guard, realizing there's no one back, and I mean, Nice Panda sniping Pepito in that midfield. And Nightwalkers, they are definitely capable of stuff like that. We're watching both of these teams at the moment by no means starting slow, want to be aggressive, want to throw their cars at it, want to go for these aerials. That's fantastic to see, but they need to be calm, especially Tanuki right now. They can't afford a second goal going in. They need to try and get some offense going, as that was almost a close call, but luckily just about out. And now a chance to drive on the other end. Bit of back and forth, but at the moment, Nightwalkers, they're just looking a bit more comfortable in their touches and assured of themselves. As luckily I won't be eating my words, there's Pepito dunking the man at the edge of the box, and it goes straight down the other way. And Nightwalkers showing some aggression of their own. All of these players just willing to get up, get fast, and get the ball in the back of the net.
Apex forcing the double commit there with a very, very nice shot over the top, but Apex scrambling in defense. Silver playing it across, but Arc again off the ceiling, plays it down. Nice Panda to collect, pinches it. Now Pepito taking the bang and gets it. What a pass from Nice Panda. Pinches it superbly and catches Apex off the wrong foot, but Pepito knew exactly what was coming, was in the air to redirect that in, and now this is a 2-0 AZG side, but could it be more?
I'm in awe right now. I was sort of lowering my expectations, but they're instantly back up again. I mean, fantastic plays coming out from Nightwalkers both times. Nice Panda just getting an insane pass out. That time it was a pinch. The previous time was just a nice redirect. And Pepito just being in the right place and slotting it into the net. And fantastic play so far. I mean, these are high level plays. So it is fantastic to see these guys on no slouches. Everyone on the field here really coming to play. But at the moment, it's Nightwalkers that are enjoying the game the most. As Tanuki just struggling to really get it going offensively. They have had a couple chances, but only one shot to their name. So we need to see more. So that's a great play. And there it is, the first goal for Tanuki, right when the doctor ordered it.
Masala putting in a lot of pressure, beating two players, and all that was left was to Arc put it down straight through the middle. Now that is just the response we needed to see from Apex, bringing it back within one goal. Now they are a little bit in trouble, playing it off the ceiling there, but Pepito collects very nicely, and the pressure almost immediately back on Apex, but in seeing quite a bit of aerialing that we didn't see before, and almost a shot there by Masala Mix, but Arc collects and puts it in. Another assist by Masala Mix and another goal by Arc.
Yeah, Masalamix coming up really big there, getting a double that I'm not sure many people in the lobby expected him to get, except Ark. Ark being in that perfect position, blotting it. And despite Ark getting those 2 goals, it is still Masalamix with 2 goals and 3 assists, really carrying his team forward. But that was almost a scary one, but another save by Masalamix is going to keep them alive. And yeah, this is looking good for Tanuki right now. A fantastic response from going 2 goals down. And it felt like it happened in an absolute instant. So credit to them taking their chances when they matter. They had 1 shot before that, but now they have got 5, looking to get that 3rd goal. And this first game is a win.
Ooh, very, very nice pass there by Nice Panda, but nobody 2 past 2. Ark comes in with the demo and immediately clears the pressure off the apex line. Now Masalamix plays it off to Ark. Ark can't collect though, but still maintains possession in the corner. And this is definitely what we want to see. But Pepito with a clear, Masala with the desperate save to the side. And with it, scores 2-2. They want to score right now. They don't want to take this into overtime because then you leave it up to the Rocket League gods. Now, Misty Dragon playing it off the sidewall. Masalamix playing it down the center. Now, Nice Panda got possession in the corner, but unfortunately plays it off to Ark. It's a very, very awkward ball, but with 9 seconds left, Masala trying to take it through, but cleared. Passed through by Silver. Nice Panda tried to go up in the air, but I suspect he has no boost. Now, 1 second on the clock. Is it going to go overtime? Yes, it does.
And yeah, that you couldn't help but feel that was definitely on the cards. Both teams sort of looking like they don't want to make any mistake in those final seconds, but now it's overtime. Golden goal. You kind of need to go out there and risk it, as at the moment it's looking dangerous with Tanuki, but they've done well. And they've done well this entire game, so they need to try hold on here. They've put in so much work in the early days, but as Nightwalker's trying for the drives, and it's very, very back and forth. I couldn't help but notice sort of how fast the Nightwalkers' almost entire gameplay and their style changed as soon as those 2 goals went in. It's like the confidence just went away for half a second, and that's all Tanuki needed to get back in this. So 40 seconds in this overtime now. Neither of these teams looking too convincing to get that final goal, but Tanuki showing some worrying signs defensively, so I hope they can either sort that out or get that goal before the time is limited. A minute gone.
Oh, and a shot just narrowly going wide. That was almost all over around the minute mark, but the pressure continues. Nice Panda playing it down, but nobody there to receive the pass. Now Silver trying to maintain possession, but very good pressure by Ark, playing it across the other side. But Pepito is going to get the clear. Now, Misty Dragon playing it across to a very organized defense. Pepito up to stop it, but this is very, very well controlled play by AZG, not panicking on the line, but the pressure remains. Misty trying to play it across, but Pepito with a vital interception there to possibly turn it around. Nobody back in net. Pepito plays with the pass.
Shot.
Apex. Ooh, so damn close.
Yeah, it's really going either way at the moment. I've constantly thought that Nightwalkers should be the ones to win this, and I can't help but feel might be a bit disappointed if they don't. They've had such good pressure, and like you mentioned just a bit earlier, their composure defensively has been really stellar. I mean, not really rushing the ball, not hitting it away, trying to find each other, and it's just been really, really good to see. But they still have work here to do. Almost half another game of Rocket League being played. Pepito going to try and end it. Unfortunately, not enough boost to try and get around it. And Tanuki, it feels like they're surviving for the most part, but they need to be careful as that's a bit of a loose ball. Nice Panda getting 1 pop, but met again by Misty Dragon. No one giving each other an inch in this game right now.
Ooh, a little bit dangerous. They are playing it up, but Silver there to collect. Nice Panda trying to get the shot off, but the ball stays in midfield. Masalamix playing it up against the wall. Very, very dangerous play. Ark not quite the heels on that shot to get it in, but now Silver, all he needs to do is drive it in, and he gets it. And now, almost 3 minutes of overtime have given AZG the win. Now, what a follow-up there. Some call it cool, some call it calculated, but that, my friends, is an AZG Nightwalkers win as they take game number 1 of this 4-game series. Now, we're going to look at some stats quickly and see Pepito coming away with the MVP for those two very well crafted goals.
Yeah, and an assist and the 3 saves. He was really that guy for his team. I mean, 700 points. It sort of felt like Papito versus Masala mix in terms of who can sort of get that team over the line. But an interesting thing to look at is the shots. 7 shots coming out from Tanuki, while 8 coming out from Nightwalkers. Really, that one shot in that overtime making the difference, and it was as close as you like. I mean, I sort of... We were both saying before this, weren't we? Nightwalkers, they look very good. They've looked very good before this match, and they're definitely the favorites going into it. But Tanuki, they did a very good job there, and I felt like just for a moment they could have got that comeback, but so many times Nightwalkers just driving forward, finding each other, linking up, leaving players forward, and it really paid off. They got that crucial first game win, and a bit of the momentum in their favor now, but it is now on Tanuki for the response.
Well, you saw AZG coming away with the first 2 goals of the game, and then Apex returning with 2 of their own. AZG coming out the winners and managing to score after 3 whole minutes of overtime. Now, Ark is going to play it across. Doesn't have any boost, but nobody's going to tell anyone. And still playing it very calm in the corner. Nice Panda decides to leave that ball. Very, very patient play here by ACG as they set up another attack. Now, it is very back and forth stuff currently as they're just trying to hit their grooves again after that monumental last game. And we're definitely going to need to see more from Apex, although I feel that is very hard to ask because I feel like they gave it all in their last game too.
Yeah. Nah, it was a very good performance in that last game, and they were so close on so many occasions, but it was just Nightwalkers that are a bit more clinical, and you know, they had that good start. It felt like Tanuki with that comeback that was mounting with those 2 goals they got back, and it was theirs to steal. But I mean, credit to Nightwalkers. They have looked very composed, and we've said that word so much about them defensively. Even if it does look a bit awkward at times, as that one's just barely going to go wide, they are still getting away with it and getting the necessary touches. That's a bit of a weird touch. A pinch goes through, have to make a save from Masala mix, and no one's there for the rebound except for a Nightwalkers player. What a pinch and a fantastic save, but nice Panda. He was not stopping for a moment there until that ball was in the back of the net. And a 3 saves from Masala mix, really tried his best, but Nightwalkers finally break through.
That was an absolute monster pinch, and Masala Mix doing a very, very good job at saving that, but unfortunately the rebound was AZG's to take, and I think that deserved a goal because that thing was flying and it was on target. But now Apex showing a little bit of aggression here, but as I say that, Pepito plays the shot off into the middle. Nobody there to make the direct shot. Nice Panda deciding not to go for the shot, but to play it off into the corner. And now Silver does the same. Ark, a little bit awkward, and that is unfortunately going to be an own goal. Caught a bit flat-footed, or a little flat-tired. I'm not sure what you'd call it there, but the result is the same. Apex conceding another goal. It is 2 goals for AZG currently, and it is looking a lot like game number 1. So is it going to look again like game number 1 with Apex coming back with 2 goals? Right now there's a little bit of pressure, and Ark scores it. Is it history repeating itself? And right now it definitely looks like it.
Yeah, looking likely. Nightwalkers, very similar to game 1. They just switch off for a moment defensively, have a bit of a double commit, and then, yeah, just absolutely no chance. And Tanuki get that 1 goal back, and suddenly it's a much better looking series. We were looking a bit worried there, but like game 1, it was an early start by Nightwalkers, getting the pressure, just looking the better of the 2 teams, but Tanuki biding their time, taking their chances as well, and getting back in the game.
Sorry to interrupt just 1 second. We've lost our connection to this game. So meanwhile, let us get that back up while you look at our lovely faces. Just give us 1 second while we try to get this game going again. The game is still continuing, so Mac, keep us updated with this game while we sort it out.
I'll do my best. All right. So a bit of an awkward moment there, but hopefully we will be back soon. But still very intense in this overtime. We have 2 minutes left on the clock. Still no goals scored on either side. It is a 2-1 moment. But either of these teams really pushing, trying to get this second goal. But it's all on Tanuki at the moment. They still have plenty to do, but they do have the offense at the moment. And it's actually gone in. Masalamix opting to go forward, taking a very good 50 in the corner, and it's gone straight past all the players of Nightwalkers. And deja vu of game 1, we are 2-2 yet again.
There we go. 2-2 once again as history repeats itself. I'm so sorry you guys don't get to see this just yet, but it is a very tight game indeed. And with that, it is looking like a possible repeat of game 1. Let's just hope it does not go into overtime.
Yeah, still a minute 10 here to go. It's still anyone's game to win, but not quite yet. Still very even, and it's looking very likely that we might end up with 2 games and 2 overtimes between these teams, as we hope to get it back for you. But maybe we might have to wait for that game 3. Hopefully the overtime won't be another 3 minutes, but 50 seconds here, still plenty of time for someone to win it, but it's looking very back and forth. No one's really getting a hold of the ball. Even on the side of Nightwalkers, they're struggling to get a good hold of it. But as I say that, Pepito has taken it down the other end of the pitch. Good chance, but this ball is just ping-ponging back and forth, so I don't know what much to really elaborate for those that have no clue what is actually happening. But we have 30 seconds left here. Well, 20 seconds left here. Good chance for Tanuki off of the bar and down. And they could have won it in that moment, but just not quite close enough as we enter our final 10 seconds. Hopefully, players will be back on your screens any moment. And yeah, nice moments coming out, a couple good shots. But yeah, 1 minute 30 was not enough to settle this with the 2 goals again. And we are in the familiar scenario we had of that game 1, overtime.
Yo, and that shot almost went in. And it seems like we are still having a few technical issues. So we're going to have to narrate this overtime to you 10 seconds in. And it is still going now. Pepito playing a shot through, but Ark manages to pull through the save. Nice Panda. Playing it up against the corner. Silva taking a banger of a shot now. Pepito seeing if he can get it off, but Ark managing to get that save once more. All the pressure is on Apex right now. Nice little double tap attempt from Nice Panda. Now, Silva plays the shot through to the corner. And it is looking tough out here.
Yeah, absolute minor margins. That ball could have easily found the bottom corner of the net, but luckily for the side of Tanuki, it is not yet another heartbreak in an overtime, and they're still very much in this match. But it has not been them starting off the hotter of the 2 teams in this overtime so far. Nightwalkers really putting their foot on the gas as soon as they came out from the kickoff, and they're still just going for it, especially Nice Panda. He's really that player trying to send it forward for his team, make the plays. But speaking of, here comes the play on the other side. Masalamix trying his best. Ark with a nice demo. And Tanuki, they have some extended pressure. Nice interplay. But no finishing product quite yet for either of these teams, as it seems like each team is taking a turn to give it their go. And then it goes down the other end and we start again. Nice Panda going to try the initial shot for his team. But that one's not too worrying for a change.
Ooh,
as I say that.
The shot all the way to the other side. This is so back and forth. This is so dramatic. It is almost 2 minutes gone into this like second overtime in the second game. Now, this is absolutely nuts. Ark playing it through into the corner. Gets a little bit awkward. They should collect this, but pressure.
Oh, scary.
We're almost there now. It is turn of Apex to defend as Masalamix plays it back into the middle, catches the first defender, goes for the bump, doesn't quite get it though. Now Ark trying to play the pass off, not quite getting there. Nice Panda playing it, but Masala is back to collect. Now, with almost half a game gone of total overtime, Ark goes for a double tap, misses it, but Misty hits it against the backboard.
Wow.
An onslaught of the AZG line. Now Masalamix going for a fake, and that is the pressure off AZG.
doing well in the corner, but still some work to do here. Tanuki, that was a very good chance they had of that offensive pressure, but now it looks like it's Nightwalker's turn, and Papito sniping at top bins, getting a lovely sort of pinch off of the ground, and just high enough to make sure the defender has no chance of saving this one. Also a bit of curve on it. And yeah, that is an unfortunate way to go out, and Nightwalkers win their second overtime. Tanuki, they were so close on many different occasions, but Nightwalkers, they're just looking a bit more clinical of the two teams, and interestingly enough, looking at the shots again, only one shot difference that time yet again, and it was that goal in the overtime. So that's a bit heartbreaking for Tanuki, but the positive to take away is they are playing this team that I thought was going to be very scary, incredibly close.
It is incredibly close indeed. Masala Mix picking up 600 points in that last game, and truly looking formidable. So it is still all on the line. AZG have done enough to secure the draw already, but we are almost in for another game now, and I cannot even fathom if this game goes to another overtime. My heart couldn't take it. The games have just been that close. The Rocket League has been fantastic, and sometimes I forget we're watching prospects here because they're playing like absolute champs. So taking us in to game number 3. Let's go.
Here we go, and like you said, these prospect players really showing their all, have had some really fantastic plays that I would never in a million years expect from, I'm sounding very rude now, aren't I? But I'm trying to give credit to these players of definitely the prospect division is really impressing me, is what I'm just trying to say here. They've shown some really good plays, some really good team synergies. The rotations have been good. I've noticed them trying to make minor adjustments here and there based on how the teams are playing. And it's looking good from both sides. Tanuki, and they're going to be feeling very hard done by, obviously, those 2 overtimes. But maybe they can try and change that up. The trend of the 2 games was Nightwalkers start off 2 goals early, it's looking comfortable for them, and then in sort of the final 2 minutes, Tanuki come back. And there's the first Nightwalkers goal, so the script is scripting right now. But hopefully we'll see something a bit different to the 2 overtimes we've had so far, especially if you're Tanuki. This goal is going to be really horrible to watch the replay back.
Silver pulling off some aerial mastery after pulling an absolute bomb through. Now, Nice Panda coming around the back and demoing the hell out of the defender, and that is how it is done. We turned an almost certain save into a most certain goal. Now, Masala Max trying to get through the shot there, but unfortunately saved by the post now. They are playing end-to-end stuff right now, an unfortunate miss there by Misty, but the pressure is still there. Papito trying to edge dribble his way through, but Ark says no.
Yeah, there's no clearance that can get out for Tanuki right now. It feels like a Nightwalker player is there at every moment to try and intercept, but luckily they haven't overcommitted there. Nightwalkers are doing very well to have this kind of pressure of those 2 players just being very aggressive, but that third man not overextending, trying to stay back and make sure his teammates are comfortable enough to just keep sending it up the pitch. I mean, I'm still waiting for the second Nightwalkers goal if we really want to be unoriginal here, Rocket League, but I'm still hoping that Tanuki are going to be the one to have the next goal to their name, because they cannot afford to keep relying on these comebacks and trying to squeeze it out in these overtimes, because we've had 2 games where that hasn't worked now. We need to see the adjustments, and we need to see some more character coming out for them, because at the moment, Nightwalker still looking very composed here defensively. A nice pop by Nice Panda might just find its way in, and there it is. The second goal for Nightwalkers, but Bromeo, the time is looking like that time where Tanuki might be able to come back.
I mean, if we're following the prophecy as it was written, it is now time for Apex to score 2 goals of their own, with lovely passes by Masala Mix and tapped in by Ark. And as I say that, almost there as it was written, but the pressure is not off. This is still anyone's game. We've still got 2.5 minutes, half a game to go. And now Ark trying some trickery to get it in, forces a double commit, but unfortunately, Masalamix couldn't get the beat. But the AZG half is still occupied, and this is still anyone's game. Fantastic demo there by Nice Panda, and it's just looking so inevitable the way AZG are playing right now, even though it is pretty tight. But I think we're going to see another goal here shortly, but very, very well defended there by Ark.
Yeah, Tanuki sort of getting in each other's way a bit here, and another whiff coming out from Misty Dragon, but they need to not lose their cool in their heads now. They're still very much in this, and I still believe in the prophecy and the script that they can get those 2 goals to come back in this series. But Nightwalkers, I'm sure they'll be thinking, there is no way we can bottle 2 goals right now. But as soon as I say that, the ball is in the back of the net. It is a 2-1 with 1:30 to go, and Bromeo, if the 4th game is anything like the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, then I'm going to say it. This is a bit boring. I want to see something different.
Well, it turns out you might be the soothsayer of this Rocket League series. Now, Apex getting their Forsawn 1 goal through, but Masalamix trying to get something through from the ceiling. Not quite, but the pressure is still on. Masalamix with no boost, and the ball is awkward. Let's see if they can play this up. Silver with a fake. Straight through into the corner now. Masalamix playing it up to the center. Ark is going to receive, but gets dunked by Pepito. But it is a little bit wide there now. It is an open goal there to be taken, but Misty with a fantastic clear.
Yeah. Tanuki, once again, they're in a position of holding on, but it is finally broken through. Nice Panda breaking the prophecy, breaking the curse, if you will, and getting a 3rd goal that could just honestly be the dagger to the hearts of Tanuki. Really good shot by Nice Panda. He has been monumental for his team. Like, it is, I cannot stress enough how big he has come up for Nightwalkers in this series so far. So well played to him, but both of his teammates, credit to them. They are putting in the work right now, continuing this offensive pressure as Papito might actually double this, gets it on close to target. Unfortunately, Silver not able to get the right follow-up, but Nightwalkers in a much better position than they've been in the previous 2 games. At this moment, it was 2-2 in both of those, but an unfamiliar position to Nuki. It sort of felt like when those 2 goals went in, they really put their foot in their gas and went for it. But I want to see more of that. I want to see them lurking forward, trying for these intercepts, and trying to get out of their own half more, because with 30 seconds left, we are still in this, what, reddish, orange, pinkish half?
It is very much in their half with 14 seconds to go. This result is almost certain, but that doesn't mean they can't try one more time to get it through. Ark in the air, contesting it, plays it straight down. Masalamix can't quite get there, and if it hits the floor right now, as it should, AZG will come out game 3 victors. No overtime this time, despite it almost looking that way. I am glad the prophecy was broken, and we didn't have to get put through another heart-stopping overtime. Like you said, Max Espresso, Nice Panda was absolutely immense. Instrumental, if you will, with 2 goals from 4 shots, 4 saves, 3 demos, and 1 assist.
Wow. Coming
out MVP. That's not to say each team didn't do their thing, with Papito being instrumental in a couple of those plays, but overall a fantastic level of Rocket League. And despite Apex not getting the results that they're looking for, these series have been so tight, and whatever the results that comes from this next game, I'm just glad I was here to watch it.
Yeah, I've been thoroughly impressed by the prospects so far, and I mean, obviously Nightwalkers, we've been alluding to it both before and during, as they were the team we sort of felt did have the advantage going into this. But I've been really impressed by Tanuki. Even when they have those awkward moments and those awkward double commits, they manage to just hold on by the skin of their teeth. Sure, that last game wasn't quite the extravaganza and hard racing overtime that we had in the first 2 games, but I'm kind of happy about that. We don't want too many overtimes, otherwise it's not as special. But 15 seconds gone here, no goals quite yet, and it is looking like Nightwalkers, they really want to 4-0 this, but that would be such a surprising fixture, or result rather, to see with how close the games have been so far. But there it is yet again, the early Nightwalkers goal, but this is probably one of the earliest it has been so far, 30 seconds in. So Tanuki, that's going to suck early on, but they really need to put their heads down because there's still that point to play for. And as we mentioned in the Master Series earlier, getting that 1 point can be very helpful later on in your season. It is still match week 6 and still plenty of games to be played before the end and before those playoffs. So all of these guys, I'm sure, want to make it there, want to do well for their franchise. But at the moment, Nightwalker's doing well for Azura as they're going to just barely keep that out. Well played yet again, the composure on the defensive end, keeping them steady. And it is Tanuki really trying for this response, some really good attempts. A triple commit, I think, coming out there, but still blocked out. It is very much Nightwalkers that are looking very good defensively.
It has been an absolute onslaught on the AZG line, but they have persevered and prevailed. Masalamix playing that across to the corner, but Nice Panda collecting and almost very, very dangerous there for Apex. But again, it is up against the AZG backpost now with Pepito trying to break free. But this looks a little bit off, almost there, but wow, that was almost in straight off the redirect. But now with that double commit, it is leaving play a little bit fragmented. If this keeps up and AZG keep their composure, I say it's only a matter of time until we see a goal there, because the pressure that they are applying right now is unrelenting. Arc, last man of defense there, getting to it. Now Pepito playing it across. Misty Dragon with a tactical fake. And Arc, again, last man back. So this has turned into a very, very expansive game very quickly, as we're seeing two teams, I don't know, just trying to make sure that they close out this game. And as I say that, backboard double hits it, quality from Nice Panda. And like we saw in the previous game, he is just simply inevitable. Playing it across the backboard, putting it neatly into the bottom left, and very, very well played.
Yeah, Nightwalkers, they are looking just too good at the moment. It seems the wind's a bit out of the Tanuki sails. We've seen a couple more whiffs coming out, and this might just be an own goal. That is so unfortunate to see, but I mean, Nice Panda going to be enjoying his points there. And a little bit of a stat pad, and it's actually Masalamix, the player that has sort of been the staple of this team for his consistency, and that's just really unfortunate there. So Tanuki, it is looking all but done in this match. It is still very, very much comebackable. I mean, half the game still to go, but Nightwalkers have come into this last one, put their foot down and said, this is our series, and we would like that 4-0.
Well, first you break down the defense, and then you break down your opponent's emotions, and it looks like that is happening right here as we speak. It has been very convincing here from Apex today, not Apex, AZG rather today, and Arc coming with a little bit of spice, but Pepito collecting and nobody at back post. And it is going to be another goal, this time scored by Silver, assisted by Pepito. And Pepito already getting the playmaker. That means 3 assists this game. So it shows you just what the team dynamic is. Pepito creates the chaos, and Nice Panda simply slots them in. And very, very well, very well played today by AZG, and I hate to say I called it, but I sort of did.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to sort of go against the Nightwalkers, as I think they're really highlighting in this last game is the kind of level that these guys have. And we're mentioning Nice Panda and Silva with sort of those guys offensively, and Pepito as well. You mentioned causing that havoc and just getting some really nice touches and plays. I think in the one game he had 5 shots, didn't have an assist, didn't have a goal, but those 5 shots were enough to give his team some pressure. There's one back. Okay, Tanuki with a little glimpse of light at the end of this otherwise dark tunnel, but Nightwalkers have done so well to just turn off all the lights, bring complete darkness to this series, and they're really owning it. I mean, they could honestly go and score more goals in this series. They had that 93 goals scored, as you mentioned, which is an absolutely ridiculous number. And adding the 9 of the previous 3 games with the 4 of this, they are looking very good, especially with this game. A chance to stat pad a bit more. Pepito trying a very nice angle shot, but not quite getting it. Tanuki, 1 minute to sort of survive as much as they can here, maybe get another goal to their names, try and help themselves a bit, but Nightwalkers have just been so good in this series, and this last game has really highlighted the level this team can go to, and just sort of how insane the players are. I mean, this is a prospect team that is really putting it together, having some fantastic plays, both mechanically and as teammates, so well done, Nightwalkers. I've been thoroughly impressed by this series.
It has been very well played indeed, both by Apex and by, more importantly, AZG, as they look to close this sweep out. And almost
close.
another goal there. Silver coming in roaring hot, but Arc with no boost, trying to get it out, get it across. Misty playing it up against the corner. Masala playing the tactical whiff. Now with 3 seconds left to go, they want to see if they can restore a little bit of it to... And there we go. Fantastic shot by Misty Dragon. Very well kept up by Masala Mix to restore a little bit of respectability to this final game's scoreline. Now, that does seal the sweep for AZG Nightwalkers. And they will be very happy with this night out so far. And having a look at the stats quickly, Nice Panda getting another MVP with another 2 goals from 4 shots, maintaining that consistency, but very well played to Pepito, who was instrumental in setting all of those up. So we go to our total series stats, and this is where you can see it line up. Is AZG scored 13 goals to Apex's 7. And most of that was, provided a little bit towards the end of the game. But possession, boost consumption, field domination were all the same. AZG just took their chances better. So that leads us into our series MVP, which is, of course, Nice Panda, adding another 6 goals to his already impressive leaderboard tally. And I think that takes him even further out to 49 goals. The closest in number 2 is 32 goals. So very well played there by Nice Panda. And that wraps us up for now. But the Rocket League is not done yet. So if you hold on shortly, Casters Extraordinaire Muzz and Werty will be taking the next game, which is a rival game, DSQ Viola versus Apex Okami, and it should be an absolute zinger. But otherwise, that's all for me and Mac, and we'll see you guys shortly.
I just turned 18, saw your whole life in front of me, and in the one day I miss cleaning up the cold tea. Now I'm sitting there singing broken heart, helplessly I'm praying, blaming God. Ooh, she told me don't worry, we've been apart before. You are part of heaven, we'll be waiting for you also made three. Doctors and friends and family. When it was time to leave, there was only one, and it was me. Got so good at looking next to you, next to you. Couldn't bear the thought of something new. She told me don't worry, we've been apart before. The last part of heaven, we'll be waiting for you once more. She told me don't worry, told me don't worry now. Told me don't worry, told me don't, told me don't.
Hello there, and we have your final game of the evening. I'm joined here by Muzz, the young ginger boogie, and we're gonna have a good little elite game on our hands. What do you think? What's the predictions? How are you feeling?
I saw Alf's name floating around there, Worthy, of course, I think one of our nice OGs of the scene, him, and I think there's Astropovich on this team as well, yeah, so I'm gonna have to go for Okami, just for the giggles, I guess. I don't know about you.
It's always good to see
Just going for
an
giggles.
old man coming through, you know? It makes me feel good about my very old career, but it'll be fun to see, it'll be fun to watch. I do recognize Ford Hilux here as well. It's not the first time I've been seeing him playing, but I'm keen to see what these two teams bring us.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be keen. I think also we saw on the previous two series, a lot of OTs coming out as well, Worthy. I don't know. Maybe when you don't have to, it's not a best of series, you play 4 games regardless, right? There's a lot of OTs coming out and people want to either draw or get that dub, so it should be good.
I think it adds a little bit of extra pressure to both teams playing. It's one extra point that you can play for. It doesn't mean that you've lost the series necessarily, so it's nice. It brings in a different dynamic into the gameplay. As I believe we are ready to go? Question mark?
Question mark?
Okay.
Oh, okay, there we go. Has us giving us the green light, so here we go. It's a straight up 4-game series. Obviously, I think pretty different to what you used to, Worthy. You usually play a good best of 5 series. These guys get to play 4 regardless.
100%. And let's see what happens on this first kickoff between Viola and Okami in game 1.
Yeah, should be a goodie as well. We got here Okami in the red. That's actually for Apex. Ooh, close shot there. Then IK's washed. Has to make that save there. Cirrus. And this gets a shot on there as well. Nachi versus Hilux. Ford Hilux, you said you have seen in and around about the lobbies. But yeah, so far so good. Nothing too threatening on either side.
True. It's some good 50-50 play. Every player is being met by somebody as that's a shot on target. Ford Alex going to be able to save it. Sora now taking it to the corner. Flash Boy looking for a solo out. Taking it high up off the backboard. Maybe a touch mid. Unfortunate, but Cerise is there early. Hilux again with a shot on and saved out by Sora. It's a really good start. Really good positive start for both teams here.
Yeah, I think we're going to shot either side there as well. Washed. Oh, has to make the save from the backboard as well. Sora going to be in the net. Should be an easy save there. Flashy Boy not going to be able to drop that one in there, Worthy. But like we said, we got about a shot either side here as well. So the elite, as you said, I think it's not rival series here. Should be either one. But yeah, 0-0 on a scoreboard at the moment. Of course, you can draw here in the RSC as well. So you can take home same points if it's a draw.
100%. Now that means every game that you really want to play for, you don't want to leave anything left on the table.
Yeah,
there's always something that'll make a bit of a difference in the standings at the end of the season. I see a nice bang out, met by Nachi, and Cerise going to keep it close in the 50 here. Sora on early. Flashy Boy a little bit awkward, but gets the touch out. Ike getting in touch with the corner, gets the 100 boost as well. Double commit, now Nachi up. It gets touched over by Ike, and Sora taking it to the corner. Good pressure by Okami for this bit.
Yeah, 4 shots to register by Viola and only 1 from Okami as well. So a little bit more pressure maybe coming at you from Viola. They're pressurizing that Okami backline. Sora going up there, getting cut out. Washed has to get back to this, should be able to push that one out. That's safe, but it seems like Viola putting maybe a tad more pressure onto this red side. Oh, close there. Sora again from that near post, having to punt it out. It seems pressure here getting driven down by Viola.
100%. I think Viola has shown good resilience in just taking shots on there, trying to make things awkward. But in my opinion, I think Okami's had the better chances. It just may have not ended up with a good shot on it as the finish. As I say, that's a 50 to the corner. Ike now keeping it close, gets a touch out. Too awkward. That's a 1v1. Let's see if it's pass or shot. A little bit of a flick. Flashy Boy more than happy to deal with that. Very comfortable for him. Took a bit now in the middle, and Sora's going to take it to the corner yet again.
0-0 on the scoreboard. You would talk about this draw as well. Might just get a 0-0 OT here in game 1 of the last series of the evening. Don't know if that's going to be the case here. Ike up, trying to beat out Ford Hilux, getting cut out here by Cirrus. Can he beat Nachi with the bump up? Bit of a soft touch, didn't have any boost in the tank for Hilux. Maybe. Shot! Oh, there it is. Finally a goal on the scoreboard.
And we've broken the deficit. It's a really nice pressure play here from Flashy Boy. Basically the entire Viola's team. Ford Hilux up early, gets a nice 50, pressures them, and that's just a free free goal, really. It's very hard to save those, especially if you had as much pressure going onto you as Akami did.
Yeah, finally we see Viola getting, just that pressure being alleviated and finally someone getting onto the scoreboard. You have 2 minutes of regulation left over game. From Okami, will there be a rebuttal from them? Flashy boy, can he pick this up? Can he slow down the play? Maybe look for a flick. Gets over one though. Can't beat up that third man. Nachi though getting fooled. Sorry he had the back in defense. And Sirius a bit too over eager in that corner. Hilux wanted a bit of action as well. The ball going back here to the halfway line. Maybe over one. Ike though is not going to push it out, and Flashy boy's got nothing in the tank.
It's a good demo from Nanachi there, just to take away some of the pressure in the corners especially. His forward Alex goes for a good 50 in the corner. I think he did get that 100. Flashy boy now taking a shot to the mid, but Cerise playing a little bit deep as third there, just, playing a little bit safe, wants to guard the 1-0 lead. As they take it across net from Nanachi, kind of suspicious, but Ike more than happy to bang it out tonight. It looks to be a bit of a counter play.
And anything kind of you see here worry to that maybe these guys are kind of missing on the opportunities that are kind of not really getting fully taken advantage of?
I think it's been clean from Viola. I'm not too stressed about their gameplay. I think they could take a little bit more time, as you see Flashy Boy just smacking that ball onto mid. I think keeping it closer would be pretty beneficial for them if they could possibly just see, hey, we have a little bit more time. We don't have to rush. But it could also just be the first game nerves. From Akami's standpoint, I think it's just about getting a couple more shots on target, just like that, making things awkward for them, putting that pressure. Oh, it's a bit of a fake. Sora also taking it slower. That's just a 50 out. I think they just need to be a bit more clinical on offense. Sora again, and he takes that shot as we comment about it.
Yeah, finally, all right there. So as you said, Okami needing to find a few more opportunities, but Sora here finally just bangs that one on the near post as well. Gets the second touch, gets it in there. You cannot miss from that range. One apiece right now, 27 on the clock. So just kind of patience versus more opportunities. That seems to be the name of the game here. Okami versus Viola. I might just see that over time.
True, as that's a big touch across, and Sora happy to put that in. And actually, I think, got the one touch and it gestured for a bump, so made the guys in net a little bit scared to go for that. But Cerise with an uncharacteristic miss, bit unfortunate, but Sora more than that's really good awareness as well in the offense to see, hey, if they do miss, that's an open net, and I'm glad that they got to take that shot.
Yeah, I thought Nachi was going to look for the double there. Almost picked it up, but unfortunately, it doesn't actually really matter because they got it in at the back end anyway. Sora getting that double there, so Okami up by one. Maybe one more. Oh, no.
The double across there.
So close. It's fine if the ball goes down your word to this game over. There it is. All right, Apex, Okami, they take game number one.
That's actually a very good showing, especially for being 1-0 down for about 2 minutes and 20 seconds before they got that equalizer towards the end of the game. But that's a very good showing. I like the fact that they got rid of the nerves towards the end, because at the beginning there was so much pressure from Viola. I think most of their shots came in that first minute and a half, and they seem to have cleaned things up and played really well off of those breaks.
Yeah, kind of looks like even shots, even assists here, and not too many demos here taken. Only Okami registered the 2 demos as well, so maybe not the most physical game in the world, Worthy, but yeah, kind of maybe a bit of rushed plays that coming up from Viola. Could be more patient, as you said, maybe rushing too much. We saw Flashy Boy kind of send that ball all the way down the court. And then of course Okami, maybe just take some more opportunities.
True, I think it's also about their clinical ability, and we saw that towards the end of the game. But Viola, if they keep the ball a little bit closer, take a bit more time on their plays, I think it'll be a much closer contest. I mean, it is still a very close contest, just with 2 goals swing there at the end. So I'm keen to see what Game 2 has in store for us.
Here we go, Forbidden Temple. Here it is, daytime. Game number 2. And of course, we play 4 games regardless. This is week 6 of the RSC SSA. What's going to happen here? Okami taking on Viola. Forward Hilux. Oh, almost the acutest angle in the world.
We've seen Ike just taking some time here on the corner, getting a good 50. I think Viola just looking for a lot more aggression. There's a demo out from forward Hilux. Really nice and early up by Flashy Boy. Puts that shot on net. Ike kind of awkward, but gets a good touch out. It's going to be taken out by Sora in the corner. Forward Hilux getting matched, but no boost on Sora, just trying to be a nuisance. I like this a lot. This is much more fast-paced. There's a lot more pressure. I think all the nerves disappeared as big demo again from Ike. But leave the ball dead in midfield. Sora now trying to take it solo. One touch awkward. Flashy Boy going to beat it. Another demo from Ike. This is a much more intense game right off the bat.
Right off the bat, game number 1, shivers and nerves kind of swept under the rug right now. What we're going to see from either side of these teams. Minute elapsed of regulation. Flashy Boy and Nana wants to try get a nice little dunk from the heavens there. Nothing's going to come of it though. Forward Hilux, bit of a clash with Ike. Got Sora in the corner. Forward Hilux, a bit of a scrappy one here in the corner. No one really grabbing onto that ball there. And Okami, just lucky Viola weren't able to kind of clinch that one. It was a bit of loose ball hanging around.
Yeah, it was good control by Sora, even though it was a bit uncomfortable. Good to stay close to that, just make sure you get the 50. Forward Hilux now insta-challenge, he gets that 50 off, but unfortunately does in the process. Cerise with a nice bang out. Flashboy should be the first one to get there. Goes up early, no one to contest. Might be a touch of backboard, but quickly read by Sora. Now it's a 1v1 on the defense, but again, good clear from Cerise. That's a shot on target. Not too sure if they can get a demo off of it. It's a good bump, and that's just in.
Just a casual shot here from Ike, absolute middle of nowhere. Just gets a nice banger onto the ball, good connection. Forward Hilux and Flashy Boy, they're not going to get back in rotations. They worked to try to save that ball. Maybe they didn't expect it to go in, right? Kind of just a, hope and a prayer from Ike, and if that was going to land, and it did.
True, but there was that bump on last man that just made it a little bit more awkward, a little bit more tough for everybody to read. And immediately Flashy Boy now trying to get that equalizer goal, double commit in the corner. Forward Hilux should have a free ball here, not too sure if he's going to take the ball backboard. Ike kind of awkward, that's a big touch back. Still playing a lot of this corner game here from Viola. They're not able to play out through the midfield, and they're just trying to get these 50s across there. These 50s are just making them awkward for Okami to deal with.
Well, Okami up by 1 here. Nana getting that demo onto Flashy Boy there as well. Sora, Hilux. Nana caught you at the back last man. He gets a nice little touch up to it. Forward Hilux didn't have much in the tank though to contest. They did try to get the jump up early. Ball's loose. A lot of these loose balls here hanging around in the defensive third sometimes on either side. No one really wanting to take the possession, it seems, definitively. Ball up, Flashy Boy. Nice little touch onto the halfway line here. Serious underfoot though. Again, no one really wanting to drive the ball forward.
True, and I think it just seems to be that Okami get to the ball a little bit quicker. Even if the touch is not great, they just have a man waiting at every single ball as first. Forward Hilux now a little bit awkward with Sora in the corner. Takes the touch up. This is a good passing opportunity from Sora. Passes it back. Nanachi with the control. Good touch up. Forward Hilux good to meet though. Another 50, keeping in the corner. And Okami just seemed to enjoy this offensive pressure.
That was close. He almost thought Okami was going to pick up a second one. Sora has to pump that one out. Flashy Boy. So shots coming up from Apex Okami as well. Ike here waiting. Sora you can see getting back just in case on the defense. They're serious challenging. Flashy Boy. Ike going up for this. A loose ball. Someone's got to grab onto it. Take a shot here. Take a shot. Take a shot. There it is. Sora makes it 2.
And that's just really good awareness. He sees the double commit, and that the fact that they're so slow, that there's no good touch going to come off it. And he's just waiting. And this is the second time that he's just preyed off of defensive mistakes. And they go 2 up ahead with a minute 33 left.
Yeah, rocking the Gentle Mates decal as well. Who's that? That's someone here on Viola. Oh, serious.
That is serious. Yeah.
Gentle Mates. Nice. Yeah, he's got that buff. That's a decal buff.
Major winning, eh? He's trying to implement some of that power that they managed to manifest for that game. As now we see Cirrus now with a touch off backboard. Sora taking it, try and keep it close as Flashy Boy looking to contest this ball. Gets beaten, Forward Hilux gets dunked as well. It's an awkward ball in the corner, but good demo to alleviate some of the pressure. Oh, it's a bit of a fake, bit of a miss. Forward Hilux happy to bang that out, see if there's anything on the counter.
Well, head in here. Oh, Flash Boy. That should be an easy one as well. Hilux gets the demo down to Sora, and it looks like we're going to see Okami taking game number 2 here, unless something completely drastic happens here, and Viola able just to pick up 2 quick goals. Unfortunately, Viola didn't have possession of the ball. Probably not going to happen with the remaining 40 seconds that they do have.
I think they're just playing a bit of a better game in every single way. As we see that Forward Hilux tries to get a shot in corner, met by Sora. Now looking for a counter-attack. Bit of awkward on the backboard here for Cerise, but has the 100 boost. Sora going off of the ceiling as that's a touch across. Nanachi on, and just keeping it in the corner yet again.
One more? Oh, come on. Maybe there we go. Drop down. Oh my goodness. Kind of balls here for Okami. Seemed like there should be opportunities they could take here, Worthy, but that could have been a third. But yeah, is what it is.
100%. And that should be the game. Unfortunately, we had a disconnect from our resident producer.
Oh,
but he
yeah,
should be joining
exactly.
very shortly. And yet we will give you the stats nevertheless. Okami do take that game 2-0 with Sora with a goal, a save, an assist, 3 shots. With unfortunately only 4 shots from Viola in total. It's a bit of a... I don't know, I just don't think they could deal with that pressure. What do you think, Muzz?
I mean, yeah, I think just, Viola registered the 4 shots, right? But just nothing convincing. We saw them doing probably a lot better in game 1 than here in game 2. And then Okami, yeah, just having a stellar time, right? Landed on the net. There we saw Sora with registering the 3 as well. Even if Ikea seems to have the ping issue, it doesn't really matter for them. Okami doing well. So is that 2-0 or is it 1 apiece? I think we're 2-0, right?
That is 2-0 to Okami.
Yeah. Okay. So now Viola would have to win 2 on the trot just to then tie up the series and draw as well. Just of course in the RSC you can draw. But yeah, Okami seem to be looking good. Shots that land.
They seem to be just a little bit more clinical, as we're going to have a little bit of a wait as Prod rejoins. But I mean, that's some good time to analyze this game from them. I was personally very happy with Okami's time that they took and just how early they were to the balls. I think Viola, as much as they might be in the right places, I think their touches are just a little bit too inefficient. There's a lot of better options that they could look for. But again, maybe some demos would free that up. As we saw, the first goal from Okami was a bump actually on last man. That just makes your life easier if it's an open net to shoot at. So maybe if they can come up with something before this next game, it would be... Yeah, maybe this break might actually help them out a little bit.
And kind of rotations and everything like that, they're looking fine for you. It's kind of maybe not as clean as it could be.
I think I don't mind both teams' rotations. I think that Okami just have a little bit more trust in understanding where everyone is.
Yeah,
as much as both teams may double commit, I think Okami just maybe does it a little bit less. Maybe the comms are a little bit better. But, I mean, naturally, it's improvements from both teams. But, I mean, their immediate focus should be on how do we win the next game. So it'll be interesting to see what they change. What would they try and implement to try and get that result for the next game?
Yeah, and I think we saw the Viola double commit as well when Sora scored, or someone had scored there. The second goal there for Okami, I think it was just a bit of that scrappy double commit, but slow to kind of get back in defense. And yeah, double commits, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Depends how it's kind of pulled off, I guess, the implementation. But like you said, Okami maybe just been a little bit tad ahead of the Viola team at the moment.
Yeah, that is true. But still, I mean, there are 2 games left, and that's the beauty of this format, is that there's still the ability to draw, to tie. You get 2 games back, you're still at it. And it's every single win that counts, which is absolutely great for Viola here. As we see, production should be back in the game. I'm just going to wait a couple seconds before we can confirm.
Yeah, looks like it.
Perfect.
And we start. There we go. Alright, so Viola, Flashy Boy, Hilux, and Series, they want to try to get back into this game worthy. They've only got 2 more games to do it. Game 3 here, Forbidden Temple. They've had the shots from game 1, split a little bit scrappy from them in game 2. Will there be a rebound here in game number 3?
I mean, I would hope so, because the Rocket League has been fairly close. It's just been, I think, offensively and possibly in the last third, they're just lacking a little bit of composure. So let's see, maybe that break did them well. The nerves are gone, and now they get to play the Rocket League that they like to play.
Yeah, hopefully that's going to be the case. Really, Nana had that ball. Sora running down the left-hand flank. A good challenge by Ford Hilux as well. Double demo as well coming out. Is this an opportunity for Viola? Flashy Boy had to drive that one hard and straight to the goal net, but unfortunately nothing happening or coming from that double demo as well. Ooh, Sora almost taking a shot there, and an early goal for Okami, but kept up by Hilux.
That was a big touch across net, and I'm glad that Hilux was actually there. But the double demo initially was good to give them some pressure. Nanachi just bangs it in net off of a backboard misread, I believe. And that's just a really good shot. He pauses to himself, knows that Cerise needed to get that boost probably very low, and he just plays off of the timing and bangs that one in.
And what do you think about Ford Hilux? They're coming off that back post. Would have had an opportunity to save or not really?
I think he was an opportunity too. I think you may have lurked up just a tad. I think just waiting at back post is such an important thing that, players just sometimes, it slips their mind, etc. It's a nice pre-flips from Sora there. But I think waiting on back post, just taking an extra second will just give you that composure to save. As I say that, he takes a shot across. Cerise going to match it, but Flash Boy taking it back across. Early read from Cerise. It's
Okay,
good pressure
so
from him.
Viola at least, yeah, exactly, applying some decent pressure there. Hilux, come on, drop down. There's going to see him up in yet. Cerise, oh, doesn't get the shot, doesn't get the dunk. Viola looking to get a very crucial equalizer here at the moment, but just kept at bay.
I think it's much more positive. I think they know that if they need to get some goals, they have to be proactive about it. And I like the fact that they're going for these bumps. They're getting the challenge in early. As I say, the Flashy Boy just unfortunate miss, but forward Hilux immediately waiting for that touch. Ike now taking it backboard, but that's back to forward Hilux. Touch across, but nobody in mid.
Flashy Boy, oh, disarmed already. Sora out to series. He's going to run each other the whole way down. He's got Ike kind of just slowly shadowing him. Ball here for Okami. Maybe one. Ike though wants to take the shot there. Pass out to Sora. Sora up, Ike up. Okami again pressuring the back of Viola here. Narchi just a little bit too much to wide here. Now forward Hilux wants to try drive it home. But Narchi dispossesses him of that ball here. Ike also waiting. Sora waited in the wings, and just you can see kind of this ever presence here from Okami in the defensive third of Viola.
Yeah, very true. I think Nanachi also had a really good touch across. Ike, unfortunately, just with a miss. Flip, that's a 1v1. Cerise can. He put it in. Sora with a good save out. Good patience as well on the shadow. And just not enough quality from the attacker there. But Flashy Boy now coming out. Cerise is going to meet it early. That's over everybody. That just might be in. Sora very awkward. That's the touch over. I don't think he expected to miss. Flashy Boy up early. It's big 50 again. Cerise going to try and keep this in their corner.
Opportunities there for Viola. Come in and go in as well. We thought maybe Sirius would be able to score that one. Bump onto the top of the roof of the car. Kept out. Another shot here. Opportunity. Have an easy clinical save there for Nachi. Now Viola. Just more shots going to register though, but nothing sticking at the moment.
That's a good beat from Ike there. Flashy Boy with a good touch across with low boost. Forward Hilux now going to beat it early. Looking for the double. Unfortunately doesn't get it. Maybe there's a bump. Maybe there's some awkward. That's a double commit on the backboard. Flashy Boy now with a good touch. Some good pressure, a good phase here for Viola to try and get something back. But as I say, it's a quick counter attack coming across from Sora. And Forward Hilux is going to try and keep in the corner. Sora again up on the wall, just beating him to every single 50. Double commit in the back for Flashy. He pops his teammate. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, right? So forward Hilux from the corner gets beaten up by Sora, and as you said, double commit there on the near post. Maybe something Viola needs to try squash. Second double commit we've seen coming out from them where, causes a goal to be conceded. So Okami up by 2. Once again, deja vu it seems in this best of 4, not a best of 4 series, but 4 games being played where Okami can go up by 4 and they seem to be able to hold this lead, and Viola don't come back.
That is very true. And I mean, honestly, it happens. Those are the mistakes, but it's how you bounce back that's going to really show the quality of this team. I mean, I've scored own goals in RLCS, so trust me, that's not the worst mistake that he's made. So that's a nice touching cross, but nobody there. It was a good demo from Cerise as well to just create that that space. But Flash Boy not going to get touched mid. It's such good offensive pressure. It's just unfortunate they're not getting that final touch in the back of the net.
52 on the clock here, regulation time, game 3. And of course, Apex Okami, they want to get as many points as possible. Want to climb the leaderboards as possible, really deep into the season. Week 6 here in front of us. Almost a shot registered again there by Okami. Series trying from the side. Yo, cut up by Osora. But he got one little tiny boost in the tank. They can't do much with it. Ike flying up to the heavens, going to get a dunk here. Maybe with double touch for himself. Close there, feeds himself. Nachi. Second man coming in, almost there for Okami. Flashy Boy wants to drive this out. Look at anything here for Viola. Time is ticking down though. Ike to dispossess them. Forward Hilux wants that action. So does Sora. Get over 1. Maybe you can. Can't beat out series though, but they're wasting time. Worth here, and that's what matters the most.
Yeah, they're just running down that clock, going for those 50s in mid. They know that so long as they keep this ball away from net, there's no way for them to lose. And with that going to 0 seconds, all we might get is a goal, but does it change anything in the grand scheme of things? I mean, that's basically game 3 wrapped up.
Game 3 wrapped up, and we're not going to see the consolation goal from Viola. There it is, and Apex Okami taking game 3 as well. So one more game. Might just be a sweep. I think was Maxpresso saying previously there on the desk, he doesn't know about all these sweeps that are coming in, but maybe Okami here, one more sweep for the road, unless Viola have a big rabbit they're going to pull out the hat.
True, and I mean, this may be one of the first few times I'm sitting on this side of the field, but I've heard about a commentator's jinx, and perhaps we may just put that into effect here. But again, a very good series from Okami. I'm very happy with Nanachi's gameplay, especially. He seems to be everywhere on the pitch where his team needs him. He's making effective plays, his touches are good. I'm actually very impressed by his gameplay as we move into the next game.
So if you kind of picked out one player from either side, who's kind of pulling the strings at the moment?
I think I'd have to give it to two. I think Nanachi, I mean, the scoreboard can always tell you one thing, but gameplay always tells you another, right? So I'm very happy with himself and Sora's gameplay. I think that link up has been very good, both in offense and defense. They're playing off of each other's touches. They're beating each other for 50s. It's good reading of the game, and it's nice to see from a duo in a team of a trio. It just gives you one little extra element of chemistry.
Oh yeah, big time. All right, yo, game 4. And Utopia Coliseum. Dream's gonna be dashed here. Will it be Viola's? Will it be Okami to actually drop one and go 3-1? We're gonna have to see what happens, but Ike is not washed with a goal like that.
You just had to prove to us that, he's also playing this game, and what a nice shot there. Ford Alex just can't reach it. Plays a little bit behind him, and that's a good way to start your game off if you want to go for the sweep.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, you cannot compliment the other two and leave out. Ike is washed, and he gets our opening goal here of game 4. Swerve now on the field here. Maybe we've brought in a sub quickly to finish off the series. Why not? You are in the winner's seat at the moment. Sora, oh, that was closer. Flashboy has to make a goal line save. Keeps it out.
I think that's just a lot of offensive pressure now from Okami, as we've seen, but it just seems to be a notch up. They're really going for this win. It's a good shot on target from Swerve. Gets a touch across Sora, now playing for boost or going for back, and that's a really good call. He immediately goes back. Unfortunate on the miss. Okay, but Swerve is there. That he left that ball early, left it for his teammate. That was unfortunate that he missed, but again, good comms that you can just see from Okami here.
Close. Sora. Oh, Sora. Almost finding that bottom right hand side there as well. Just kept up by a pixel. Viola just sweating a tiny bit in that DC call. Sora's up. He's flying. Okay. Ford Hilux getting a little bit physical. We didn't see too many demos, of course, throughout this series here. So Ford Hilux just bossing Okami around just a bit there. Shot. Oh, there it is. I think, did that eventually come off though, an Okami player?
I believe so, but Ford Alex with the really good pressure play, the touch going over is unfortunate. Flashy Boy getting a really fast touch, and that just, it's a bit tough to save nevertheless, but that's a good equalizer, and that's what we want to see from Viola, especially in this last game, if they can end on a positive note.
Yeah, and as you said, Ford Hilux and Flashy Boy applying that pressure that eventually led Okami to crack there at the back. And finally, we see kind of a 1-1 game right now, which we haven't really seen throughout the entire series here. So game 4, they've left it a bit late, but at least rather now than never. Sora, we're looking for more opportunities. So is Ike. Can't find that near post shot. Ford Hilux has to get up off that backbone. Once to get it down though, Swerve. Just a little bit wide center field. Doesn't have a second or third man coming in to do something with it. Ike has to get back to make a save though. Bit of a loose ball here. Maybe opportunities for Viola. Shot on. There it is. Flashy Boy finds a second.
And that's just so much better. We see that Okami just seems to be a little bit uncomfortable in the back line. Very happy to just challenge them in the corner. Cerise gets that good 50. Nice touch off the backboard. And finished by Flashy Boy. That's much better offensive play from him.
Yeah, so, what do we say here? We're to Viola finally stringing, some decent plays together, I think.
Perhaps the warm-up game's are over.
Oh, yeah. If they had a best of 7, it would have been good for them, right?
100%. That's Flashy Boy now just happy to put that one away as well. As we see 4 highlights again, they just seem so much better in offense. And I think they had these chances in the first 3 games, but they're really only capitalizing off of them now. That's good, confident play. They're more than happy to just go, take a shot, be a little bit more clinical in that final third, and we can see it now. This is the game that I thought that we would have seen in the game 3, but we just missed out from an offensive standpoint in Viola.
Yeah, Flashy Boy registering the hat-trick now as well in game 4, so why not? Ike, serious. Oh, shot there, maybe it's wide. Swerve though, able to pick that one up there off the back post as well. I think that probably would have been a pixel shy, but it's okay. Opportunities, oh, close there. Ike taking a shot there, but driven home by Sora.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I'm not too sure if that actually came off of somebody on its way in, because the first missed, and I think the second missed too, but... Oh, that is Flashy Boy,
my-
unfortunate. Oh, we could say he got 4 goals, I guess.
Okay, okay, there we go.
We'll add it to the tally.
4 goals, yeah. We'll sit here and, you know, take the pee a bit, but that's okay.
As we sit now, 2 minutes 22 on the clock. 3-2. A good comeback actually from Okami. They're not afraid to really chase this game. They're not scared of, hey guys, we might actually just concede one more off of playing D, but they seem to be very happy with their counter attacks, keeping the ball close. That's a good bump from Flashy Boy. It might be an open shot. Swerve happy to save that in it. Cerise looking for the demo off of that play as well. It's just very good game since there. It's a good decision to make. As Flashy Boy now cuts out, beats 2. That should be a 1v1, but Swerve just has a free ball.
Up, drop down, maybe goal. Oh, gee. Louise, as you say, Swerve with the free ball. It's calculated. This is Rocket League. Swerve puts it up. Nice little ping pong shot there. Oh, if I played snooker, that would have been the absolute ultimate angle.
That is true. I mean, I believe they were both actually on net to save that. Maybe he was just hesitating a little bit before somebody actually went for the ball, and they both ended up going. But, oh, and characteristic miss from Flashy Boy, and Swerve just puts another one in off of kickoff. That's 2 goals in almost the exact same manner.
Yeah. Just a little hard shot straight up to the ceiling. Just over everyone's head. Then who's that? Flashy Boy at the back. Can't get up to make that save as well. So, yeah, you spoke about that comeback here from Okami. Well, 4-3 right now. It's still a minute left. They've made a huge comeback here. The reverse sweep within one game type of vibes, I don't know. But yeah, Viola, don't throw the lead.
I think it might be a little late with 1 minute 30. This will show if they have a little bit of grit left in them, as Okami just, I mean, they're playing with not even with Nanachi this game as well. This entire team seems to be too good. As that ball, yeah, just goes across to an open net, but nobody there to meet. Double commit there from Fort Hilux. Is that just an open net on Ike? Fort Hilux can't get back, and Ike's just happy to put that in for 5-3.
Oh yeah, just all the way in, right? Sora as well, so far in the defensive third year of Viola that he could have also easily scored that goal if kind of there was any defensive rotations that coming out from Viola. So yeah, Apex Okami, they've really come back to just squash this entire series and win with a clean sweep. Yeah, Viola, you had such a decent lead there. The triple coming out from Flashy Boy, and then just seems you were able to grab defeat from the jaws of victory.
That's true. Now Flashy Boy with 50 seconds left tries to get the ball downfield and looking for some sort of pressure. Cerise now with a good touch across. Sora off the backboard, gonna try and keep it close. Good double. Makes it awkward for everybody on the blue team right now. Sorry, on Viola's team right now, as Fort Alex looking for a touch, gets beaten, 2 commit, bit awkward, as 1 goes across, that's a demo, is this just another open net? Cerise gets back, and that's a really good save.
Oh my goodness. Has to put the body on the line to keep Okami out there that time. Do not want to register a 6th goal as well, but can Viola put in 2 quickly? Maybe here, Flashy Boy with the opportunities. Flashy Boy with the flashy plays. Oh, shot series. Oh my goodness. Come on, Viola. You want to try force this OT. Maybe it's possible. Those were the opportunities you could have taken, but alas, doesn't seem to be any time left.
That's just might be another shot on target, and they score the 1 second left to just put salt in the wound, as Ike just tapping it in off of Swerve's touch across. Off of backboard there, a bit awkward for Forward Hilux, especially at that angle. And he's more than happy to 50 that in. That should be our 4th game. That is yet another sweep today, except we were not blessed with any overtimes, unfortunately, as Okami take the series 4-0.
There we go. Apex, Okami taking out Viola. Then Viola, yeah, it's kind of just opportunities here and there. I think were to where game 1 looked pretty decent. Game 4 looked pretty decent. In the middle there, maybe Okami just really haven't warmed up to them. Swerve came on the field, yeah, did some damage though with those 2 goals. And yeah, Viola, almost there.
True, I think they have some good points to work off of. I think they played a very good game of Rocket League until it came to putting the ball at the back of the net. I think that was their main issue. But apart from that, it was mistakes. Mistakes do happen, but they're more likely to happen when you're playing under pressure against Okami for such a long period of time as well.
Yep, 100% there. So 3 games you're on the trot in the RSC. You guys got to see Professors taking on Silverback. I think that's a Zanian Olympics team there. I don't know if you caught that word to the Masters game. They look pretty decent. Happy Meal's playing. He's shaking off the cobwebs of Major 1, and they beat Silverback 4-0. So that's pretty decent. And Nightwalkers also they're 4-0 as well. So sweeps across everything.
100%. I mean, I actually did get to catch a couple of the games between Brofessors and Silverback. They just played a good game of Rocket League as well. I was very happy with himself and Shadow's gameplay. Heatsy as well. Had some really good touches, really good plays. I think the combos were very clean from what I could see, of course. And Nightwalkers, I've actually casted previously. I believe that's Papito in that team.
Yeah. Nice Panda and Papito, exactly that.
I think they also just play a really good game of Rocket League. Again, 4-0 sweeps all the way. This is they might be running away from some teams at this stage of the season, but there's still time. There's still time for some comebacks.
Yeah, 100% right. Well, that's I suppose that's everything, guys. Thanks to Hazard, thanks to Bromeo, thanks to Maxpresso, myself, Muzz, and Werty. This is week 6, done and dusted. Pretty easy, I think. Werty, chilled vibes on a good Thursday evening.
Always fun to be a part of, always fun to see, and always good Rocket League here at RSC.
All right, guys, peace out. Until next week, we'll see you for week 7. Cheers.
Show.